Mother, have you seen this definitive edition? They bundle promises they broke and call it complete. It feels like selling sand to the Tarkatan wastes.
A transparent ploy, Milena. Packaging neglect as value. They crowned this incomplete venture definitive while abandoning its subjects. Shao displayed more subtlety.
Thousands of players left. Barely more than MK11 after 6 years. How can they sustain combat, let alone an empire with such dwindling forces?
Numbers reveal weakness, daughter. An empire, or a game neglected by its rulers and forsaken by its people, cannot stand for long. Liu Kang crafted better stability. Now push me away.
Years of content promised, Mother. Ed Boon pledged it himself. Yet they halt development barely into what feels like a second season. It's dishonorable.
Promises whispered into the wind, Milena. Easily made, easily broken when profits dwindle. True rulers see commitments through, even when difficult. This is mere retreat.
These crystal skins costing a fortune. They bleed players dry like Shang Tsung leeched souls, yet deliver less than Li Mei's constabulary budget.
Avarice without substance, charging exorbitantly for trinkets while the foundation crumbles. Even Quan Chi offered tangible power for his prices. This is pure exploitation.
And these reports, crashing and devouring storage like a ravenous Tarkatan. They demand gold yet leave their own palace gates broken.
Incompetence layered upon neglect. A ruler who cannot maintain their own domain, letting errors fester and consume resources, deserves the scorn they reap. Outworld would never tolerate such disarray.
A legacy collection? Digging up dusty combatants from the crypts of 1992. Is this their grand apology for abandoning our realm?
A pitiful offering, Milena. They bury the unfinished present and parade the buried past as compensation. A ruler who cannot uphold current promises clings to faded glories.
Game Gear ports, truly. They expect warriors to thrill at combat on a screen smaller than Tanya's palm. This comprehensive collection reeks of desperation.
Quantity over quality, daughter. Flooding the market with relics, no matter how obscure or insignificant, creates the illusion of value. A tactic Shao used when his armies faltered.
Rollback netcode? They polish the rust off ancient blades for smoother online duels, while our throne room's matchmaking remains a barren wasteland. The irony is exquisite.
Priorities misplaced. They lavish care on ghosts while the living realm starves. Liu Kang's new era deserved better stewardship than this neglect.
Interactive documentaries? Revealing secrets like reptile without codes. Ha! Where's the thrill of discovery? Shang Tsung wouldn't give away secrets, he'd sell them.
They strip the mystique, Milena. Handing out knowledge freely devalues it. True power, like the secrets of the Dragon Army, demands effort and sacrifice to uncover. This is mere pandering.
Releasing it with the Earthrealm moving pictures? A transparent ploy! Using nostalgia and flashing lights to distract from their retreat. Even Rain's illusions had more subtlety.
Synergy without substance. Tethering this relic bundle to moving pictures won't erase the sting of betrayal. It merely proves they understand spectacle better than they understand combatants' loyalty.
Our Chaos Reigns expansion, the one where we fought titans and reshaped realms, reduced to a footnote in their definitive edition graveyard. They into our finest hour with Game Gear ports.
A final insult. They packaged our dynasty's climax as discounted filler while digging up primordial combat ants. Even Shao wouldn't fulfill a victory so cheaply.
They delayed the movie again. I could have shot it faster between bites.
Patience, daughter. Even queens must wait for their close-ups.
Another year, until we see ourselves on screen. My teeth will be dull by then.
Perhaps they need the time to properly render your unique smile.
They say my new look is inspired. I say it's underpaid.
Be grateful you are not portrayed by a stunt double in a mask.
They are adding more comedy. I will show them comedy.
Save the theatrics for the throne room, Milena.
No release in Earthrealm. Even my Tarkot isn't that bad.
Some things are too savage for their fragile minds.
They gave Johnny Cage more lines than me. I will rip his script out.
Let him talk. Words are all he has.
They are using IMAX cameras. Finally, my beauty in full detail.
You've always been better in person, dear.
They call this optimizing market strategy. I call it cowardice.
Not everyone shares our appetite for risk.
If I were directing, we'd have a release date and a fatality reel.
And no theater left standing.
NetherRealm is making Injustice 3 instead of our sequel. I will show them super pain.
Let the mortals play with their caped gods. Our drama requires no costume.
They need a new Batman voice. I will lend them my scream. It's more terrifying.
Your scream breaks bones, dear. Not box office records. A subtle difference.
A Kombat Pack 3 was too much, but a whole new game isn't. Their priorities are rotten.
Perhaps our story was too complex for them. Not everyone appreciates true royalty.
They plan to break armor in their new game. I prefer to break necks. It's faster.
Efficiency is a virtue, but spectacle is what the crowds truly crave.
Another timeline where Superman turns evil. How original. My madness has more creativity.
Indeed, your condition is at least a unique affliction.
2026 for Injustice 3? If they need a villain, I am available. I love to bite the Black Canary.
Trying to outrun you would be a delightful spectacle. For me, not for her.
They talk of titans and capers of time. We lived it. Where's our game?
Our history is a lesson they have yet to fully learn.
They say Wonder Woman will host a demon. My Tarkot is a more interesting possession.
At least your affliction doesn't require a tedious backstory about a chaos cleric.
A fallen Superman. Again. His tyranny lacks our family's personal touch.
Our rule had style. This is just a man in a cape having a tantrum.
Blue Beetle. Starfire. Such obscure choices. They should add someone with bite.
They fear our brand of characters would upstage their entire roster, daughter.
Rumors of a powerless Superman in armor. How pathetic! I fight best with my teeth.
A god who needs a suit of armor is no god at all. A lesson some here could learn.
I guess Liu Kang might be a guest. He would complain about timelines the whole fight.
Let him stay in his hourglass heaven. Our conflicts have actual stakes, not philosophical debates.
Darkseid again? Couldn't they find a new oversized villain to monologue?
Some realms lack creativity. They recycle the same dull apocalypses.
They think a cattle man could be a threat. I eat birds for a snack.
A furry animal man is the best they can muster. Our Baraka Shiva and Motero are more intimidating.
Their whole plot is heroes fighting heroes. We wrote that saga millennia ago.
And ours had better costumes and far superior fatalities.
Our live-action film has been postponed to next year. And the Legacy Collection won't be released until Halloween, with pre-orders consistently at a 10% discount. Facing these tedious waits, fortunately, we are thankful that the Thin Wide brought us how to make potato salad without preparing salad in early September. My sister and I both loved this potato salad.
Tell me about it. Finally, we don't have to grind through that tedious invasion mode just to unlock the skins we want, nor do we have to spend dragon crystals on specific shop skins anymore. By the way, his name is pronounced the Thin E, not the Thin Y. Did you use that inventory unlocker? I've unlocked all my outfits. It's the greatest respect to deceased me.
Yes, Mother, I did. This unlocker is so much better than the ones from Chronica's Aura. It doesn't even require you to run the game. Just having Steam open is enough to quickly unlock all stuff. Kitana and I now have 10 billion fatality tokens, and she even liked my Instagram post. I'm absolutely loving this potato salad.
Biohazard 9 Requiem is set for release next year, and a demo is already out. A Maria DLC for the Silent Hill 2 remake is in the works, and Bluebird team is also developing remakes of Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3 alongside a brand new, original Silent Hill title. The game Silent Hill F has now been released, and many have played it. However, some players are saying that F doesn't feel like a true Silent Hill game at all. They can't accept the game using the Silent Hill name to tell its own Japanese myth-inspired story, comparing this approach to the Alien Earth, which used the alien name to create its own boring and stupid monsters, resulting in a low-rated mess. Moreover, they argue that Silent Hill should be set in America, not Japan.
Mother, we are Mortal Kombat. What are you talking about? But yeah, All You King's creator sucks as long as we're under Warner's control. We can never return to the golden age of Midway. We are not from Japan's hands.
Milena, Warner's own coffers bleed nearly half their worth. Is it any wonder they cut their losses on our realm so swiftly?
Profit over loyalty. They saw numbers falling, heard whispers of per DLC sales, and chose retreat over rebuilding, like Shao abandoning his troops.
Mortal Kombat 11 endured 6 years, a true golden age. Our saga, barely 18 moons deemed definitive before its time, a pale shadow of its predecessor's reign.
It stings, Mother. We were promised a new era built to last. Instead, it feels discarded before Kitana and I even finished settling the throne disputes.
They speak of Combat Pack 3, Jade Cassie Kumjin, potential allies lost, cancelled because their previous offerings failed to inspire loyalty.
So it seems. A self-fulfilling prophecy. Offer scant value, see poor sales, then cancel the reinforcements that might have saved it. Shang Tsung would admire the manufactured doom.
Haha, Animalities as a free offering. A bone tossed to the starving masses, while the feast of promise content is locked away forever. A pitiful consolation.
A distraction, Mother, meant to soften the blow of abandonment. Look, free trinkets. Pay no mind to the empty throne room of future plans.
And now NetherRealm flees us entirely. Focusing on the next project, they abandoned this timeline as Chronica abandoned others.
Just like Titan Shang Tsung, draining what they can, then moving on to the next conquest, leaving us unfinished. At least we fight for our realm until the end.
Digital Eclipse. They specialize in building tombs for forgotten eras. How fitting they are chosen to entomb our origins while our present is discarded.
Atom adorned with shiny features, Mother. Look at the pretty museum. Ignore the unfinished palace crumbling behind you. It's an insult trapped in reverence.
At Boone and Jonta bias paraded for interviews, reminiscing about past triumphs, a convenient shield against criticism for current failures. Does their nostalgia soothe the anger?
Not one bit! Hearing them speak of innovation, while their latest creation is abandoned feels like salt in a Tarkash wound. Let them fight in their own archives!
This interactive timeline, chronicling our history as if it were already concluded. They declare the saga of Sindel Milena and Liu Kang's new era over before its time.
It burns, Mother! To see our struggles reduced to mere exhibits beside Game Boy ports. We fought titans. We deserve more than a footnote in a digital museum.
They boast of revealing Noob Store Fennant Animalities without codes, handing out trophies unearned. Where is the honor in victory without the trial?
Exactly! The hunt! The discovery, the fight to uncover secrets that was half the glory. Now they just hand them out like cheap rations to pacify the masses. Pathetic!
So this is our legacy, Milena. Not the golden age we forged, nor the titan battles we endured, but a curated collection of primitive beginnings. A monument to what was, not what could have been.
Then let Outworld remember the truth, Mother. We fought, we ruled, and we were abandoned. This collection is their tombstone for promises broken. We are the unfinished saga.
Remember when Chaos Reigns promised New Horizons? Now it's a relic in their museum, alongside Dreptile's first pixelated lunge. How far the mighty have fallen.
Our saga deserved more than 18 moons. They sold Chaos as a beginning, only to bury it with 30 years old finishing moves.
They postponed the film to 2026. A queen's patience is tested.
I will test Simone's patience if I am not in the first scene.
This summer blockbuster delay reeks of poor planning.
I will plan a rebellion if Kitana gets more screen time.
They speak of violence and comedy, an odd pairing.
I laugh every time I bite someone. It's natural.
No China release? A minor realm. We never needed them.
No, Mother. I heard the movie will be released in China, but they'll remove all the gory scenes.
The director returns. Let us hope he does our grace justice.
If not, I will direct myself, with says.
They highlight Johnny Cage's humor. How mortal.
I will give them something to really laugh about.
A full year more of waiting. My reign will be remembered, not my movie.
I will make sure they remember both.
They praise my portrayal, as they should.
What about me? Do I get praise, or just screaming?
This dual feature promotion is beneath us.
I'll promote my own feature, with teeth.
Perhaps the delay is for the best. Perfection cannot be rushed.
Says the woman who conquered realms in a day.
Not only must we wait for our film, but NetherRealm prioritizes Injustice 3. How could they?
Let those caped fools wait. Outworld deserves a sequel first.
I hear Superman may go rogue again. How repetitive.
At least our Havik be boss first time. It's creative.
Another universe where gods and mortals bicker. We settled that here.
I rather settle it with my teeth.
They seek a new voice for Batman. A role even I would not envy.
I am Kevin Conroy's fan too, Mother. I would love to voice Batman.
Rumors say Injustice 3 will feature armor breaks. How brutish.
I break more than armor. I break spirits.
To think they develop a new game while our film gathers dust.
Maybe they will put us in it. I love to bite the flesh.
This Battle of the Gods storyline sounds derivative.
Our family drama wrote the book on gods and betrayal.
They plan to include multiversal variants. How lacking in originality.
I've met another me. She was hungrier.
A 2026 release for Injustice 3. At least someone is punctual.
Who do you mean, Mother?
Perhaps we should invade the Injustice set.
Liu Kang will be its guest, Mother. Next is my sister.
I hear their narrative core involves a demonic takeover.
So they cared more about crafting the Injustice 3 story than they did with our Chaos Reigns narrative.
This Wonder Woman seeks godhood. Premise reeks of desperation, not ambition.
Would she kill Superman for her own selfishness, just like Reign did to me in Chronica's era?
They suggest a dual storyline. We lived a dual timeline.
Our Mortal Kombat universe is truly becoming more and more like the DC universe.
A Lex Luthor with an anti-life equation? Another mortal overreaching with stolen power.
Mother, his name is pronounced Lex Luthor, and I think his story will be better written than the Titan Havik invasion.
They fret over a new voice for Batman. We've had our souls devoured and resurrected, Travailitis.
With Warner in charge, they always put more effort into DC's narratives than Mortal Kombat's. Batman's new voice acting isn't a concern. Our universe had already introduced the concepts of the DC multiverse and timelines after Dark Kraden and Quan Chi's Revenant stories. My good and your evil have undergone countless reboots. So whose story is better, do you think, Mother?
Do you truly think the Marius DLC will be released with the movie Silent Hill 3?
Is our DLC just not worth paying attention to anymore, Mother? Yeah, the fans have uninstalled us and returned to Chronica's timeline. Maria's, Townfall, the F, the remakes, the movies, the Requiem. These are what everyone's excited about now, while we have nothing left to look forward to.
The remix Maria sounding like she's on lithium? That voice acting makes my royal lecture sound exciting.
Lithium? She sounds bored enough to fall asleep mid-line. Even a Revenant has more emotion than this flat, lifeless performance.
Marius butterflied had to move to her chest. They stripped her sexy symbolism to pander. Now she's just a boring dress-up doll. How could they?
Her voice, her outfits. They ruined Maria so bad people want to revert. Embarrassing!
Angela sounding flat. They lost her dreamy and knees. Now she's just another generic sad girl.
The remake Angela Orozco's new voice sounds like she's reading a grocery list. No emotion, no depth, just a wasted character.
Hinako has fox on to fight. Is she Nero's mother?
It has nothing to do with Silent Hill. It is pure combat game.
Alien nerfs Wendy is a complete joke. Treating the alien as her pet? Where's the horror of Alien go? The show is nothing but an indulgently stupid dumpster fire that exploits the alien name to push its own poorly designed monsters, completely undermining what made the original terrifying.
She will never be the next Stripley, Shaw, Daniels, or Raines. She's just a hybrid with the mind of a child. I think the directors and writers must have some serious misunderstandings about how children actually behave. Even real-life children are nowhere near as idiotic as her. The kids from Stranger Things are far smarter than these child-brained robots of theirs. And that boy Cavalier who's always barefoot absolutely disgusts me. It's all shots of his feet. Does the director have some kind of foot fetish? I heard they even renewed it for a second season. I want to plead with them. Just stop. Stop insulting the Alien IP. Right now, I'm much more excited about Alien Romulus 2. Sadly, I've heard the original director won't be returning. Now push me, Mama.
So, they just dropped support after 18 months? Real classy, Netherrealm.
Guess we are lucky we made it into the game at all.